A big power play is set to take place in the sport. Legacy Motor Club and Toyota have teamed up with racing veteran Jimmie Johnson to make a huge drive for dominance in 2024, which is sure to have some fans cheering and others scratching their heads. But with TRD president David Wilson admitting that the move will be polarizing, and Richard Petty himself feeling the sting of a metaphorical stab in the back, it's clear that the road ahead will be anything but smooth. So fans, get ready to know about the dramatic changes in the NASCAR world. But before that, please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button for more whereabouts on NASCAR. Jimmie Johnson, who has won 7 races, and David Wilson, who is in charge of Toyota Racing Development, have been in NASCAR long enough to know that people care a lot about how things look. Who a driver works for is very important. It matters a lot which company a team works with. History and traditions are very important. They're well aware that not everyone in NASCAR's shrinking fan base will be happy that Johnson's 2-team Legacy Motor Club will stop being a Chevrolet organization after this season and become a Toyota organization in 2024. On Tuesday, Johnson, team co-owner Maury Gallagher, and Wilson made the news, which surprised many people in the stock car world ahead of the Kansas Speedway. After 2 years with Chevrolet, the number 42 driver Noah Gragson and the number 43 driver Eric Jones will switch from Camaros to Camrys. They'll join Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr., Christopher Bell, and Ty Gibbs at Joe Gibbs Racing, as well as Bubba Wallace and Tyler Reddick at 2311 Racing as full-time TRD drivers. Wilson has been happy with his Toyotas over the past few years, but he's been looking for quality cars and drivers to add to our family. He also said, "This isn't a reaction because we knew this was going to happen, but we didn't know the details until recently. The new next-gen car has changed how we race, so there has been a plan to add to our family. We've been very lucky to have attention in order to get where we are now." But, Wilson said, "But I'm not naive anymore. I know that this partnership will divide Jimmie Johnson fans and number 43 fans. Some of them won't like this, and they might think it's disrespectful to religion. But I can't worry about that." Johnson got right to the point. "I know this will make some fans angry, but we have Richard Petty's full support." Wilson couldn't remember exactly when he and Gallagher and Johnson started to talk seriously. He said, "A few months," and added, "It hasn't been that long. From the first time we talked, we could all see what could happen. I've known Maury for years through the garage, so maybe I was ahead of him. I think Jimmie and I talked about it in Phoenix last fall. The best number is between 8 and 10 good teams and good drivers. You don't have to worry about us for the 2024 season. Since Maury and Jimmie are taking a chance on us, we have to do our best. When we bring new people into the group, we have to take responsibility, and this won't hurt our relationship with Joe Gibbs Racing in 2311. Johnson called the change a fundamental move that will put Joe Gibbs Racing and 2311 Racing on the same level as his team. This close relationship with Toyota will help us grow for a long time and give us the best chance to be successful. It's a smart move that will help us stay competitive through 2024 and beyond. Maury and I admire and respect how well Toyota runs its business, but I didn't think we'd be here in November." Gallagher's commitment to racing is shown by the fact that he won the Craftsman Truck Series title in 2016 and 2020. He wants the same level of success in the Cup Series. According to him, some people are willing to live at the back of the pack. "No, I don't want to do that. We want to be on the cutting edge, at the top. Everyone knows that Toyota is a good company. At this level of competition, Chevrolet, Ford, and everyone else are all good. Competition is a fire that burns deep." Gallagher further said, "We want to win, and company competition head Mike Beam has shown that over the years with 41 truck wins and 2 championships. Chevrolet is a great partner, and together we can get there, but this seems to be a better choice in the long run. We've worked to get better in many ways so that we can be at the top." Petty, who like Johnson has won the Cup Series 7 times, did not take part in Tuesday's reveal or the call in the afternoon. Since he doesn't own any part of LMC, it's not clear what, if any, role he plays in the Toyota-based business. He's almost 85 years old and doesn't have a team truck of his own, so his time in the spotlight may be over. This is how it went. In December 2021, Gallagher bought most of Richard Petty Motorsports and changed the company's name to Petty GMS. Petty was named chairman of the board by the new owner. It gave Ty Dillon and Jones Chevrolets, which won the 2022 Southern 500. When Johnson bought a piece of Petty GMS in November, Petty gave his shares to Gallagher. Gallagher is still the majority owner of what is now called Legacy Motor Club. When Petty GMS Racing changed its name to Legacy Motor Club, it was the first time since 1949 that the name Petty wasn't part of one of NASCAR's top series. When Johnson took over, Petty didn't do much more than talk up the team and make friends. In February, at Daytona Beach, a clearly upset Petty said that Johnson was in charge of the day-to-day business of the team, leaving him with no say. He didn't sound angry or upset. Instead, he sounded like he had given up and was disappointed. Petty told reporters before a race, "He's pretty much going to end up running the show in 4 or 5 years. He'll probably own most of our business or be the sole owner. They have a totally different point of view. Jimmie and I might agree on half of the things that are going on." Toyota is in its 20th NASCAR season, and across the Truck, Xfinity, and Cup Series, it has won almost 600 races. Christopher Bell has the most top 5 and top 10 wins of any Cup driver right now, while 4 Camry drivers are in the top 10 in points. Martin Truex Jr., driving a Toyota for JGR, won the race at Dover Motor Speedway on Monday. His brother, Ryan, also driving a Toyota for JGR, won the Xfinity race on Saturday afternoon. And do you know that the year 2024 is going to be huge, as it will have the most Toyota entries since 2011. The OEM's roster now includes 2 more entries thanks to the transition to Toyota Racing Development. There will now be a total of 8, with Joe Gibbs Racing, 2311 Racing, and Legacy Motor Club taking turns fielding 2 cars each. The 2011 season was the last time that Toyota Racing had this many drivers competing for their team. During the 36-race season, a number of teams collaborated with the original equipment manufacturer, OEM. While some were full-time members of the family, others competed in a variety of different races using a variety of different entries. It should come as no surprise that Joe Gibbs Racing and Michael Waltrip Racing were both included on this list. Red Bull Racing Team, Germain Racing, Nemco Motorsports, and HP Racing all use Toyota stock cars, while JTG Daughtry Racing, LTD Power Sports, Nemco Motorsports, and HP Racing all use different cars. Jack Hollis, Executive Vice President of TMNA and President of Toyota Motor Sales, expressed his excitement over the addition of Legacy Motor Club to the NASCAR family. He said, "All of us at Toyota are thrilled to add Legacy Motor Club to our family. Although Toyota's participation in NASCAR has resulted in victories on the track, the relationships that have been cultivated away from their competition are the things of which we are most proud. Jimmie Johnson, Maury Gallagher, and the great club that Legacy MC is putting together will be a great addition to our existing Cup Series team partners, Joe Gibbs Racing and 2311 Racing, who are truly part of our family." So that's all for the latest update. Now let's take a look at the next race of the Cup Series. Martin Truex Jr. won his first race in almost 2 years last weekend. This weekend, NASCAR moves to Kansas for the Advent Health 400, which is also an oval track race. Kyle Larson is in a place he's used to this week. He's at the top of the odds board for the NASCAR Cup Series as he tries to win his 3rd race of the year. This week, Kyle Larson is once again at the top of the odds board, which has become a pretty regular occurrence this season. With 2 wins already in 2023, Larson may be getting back to his strong form after taking a step back last season. Even though he came in 32nd and 33rd in the last 2 races, he won at Kansas in 2021 and was 2nd and 8th here last year, so he has won before. His HMS partner, William Byron, is in 2nd place, which shows that the Chevys have a clear edge on this track. There are a lot of other prospects close behind them on the odds board. 6 of them are available at better, and they include Denny Hamlin, who has won the Kansas race 3 times, and Truex, who's coming off a win last weekend. So that's all we've got for today. We hope you enjoyed it. Tell us what you think of the video in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We hope to see you in the upcoming video.